forward and look ridiculous.
Oh my gosh. Look at you. You look gorgeous. I mean, you are gorgeous, but then with like the books and the whole bit, is that your little library?
It's my little library.
Oh, well, hi friend.
I
I will, do you have questions from people or do you want me just to fire away?
I feel like the main question I've gotten is I talk to people a lot about how nervous they get when they're starting a cleanse. They've tried on their own or they've tried to do another challenge and it sends their nervous system into just stress mode and they're just set up for failure. And cleansing really needs to be about calming the nervous system, giving pause to the nervous system, and just approaching it in a gentle way. That's my main goal for it, is to help you nourish your heart, feel embraced and supported by community, and to work at a pace that works for you in your life.
So how many times have you done an Ayurvedic cleanse?
Um,
Is it like a regular thing that you do, even if like kind of light or mild?
it's a regular thing I do in a light way. I don't always create a container like this. Um, yeah, yeah. I, I remember when I first started trying to cleanse, probably in the mid 90s, when in the mid 90s is when I first sort of attempted a cleanse and thought it had to be a juice fast and thought it had to be this really extreme thing, and I would last for maybe a day, no support, read a couple articles in a magazine, but it wasn't until I met my Ayurveda teacher, and that's when I found the support in a very different kind of way. Um, and that was in 2019, right before I started my coaching program with her. That was the first time I felt really the power of community, and it was even online. And there was a part of me that still missed that in-person piece. That is the in-person piece is something that I've longed for a while, because I finished my coaching in 2020 and I've led 6 cleanses, I think, at this point, but they've always been online.
Yeah.
And so this is the first time I'm doing it in person, and that feels really special.
So, um, an Ayurvedic cleanse, having never done it myself, I understand some of the main reasons why you might come to a cleanse in this way is because like there's something physically you maybe want to reset, right? Like when it comes to the physical body, whether it's your process of elimination or your energy levels or the way your skin looks, right? Like these are the things that I would personally be assessing about myself to be like, yes, I need a cleanse. I just want to like shut down, click reset, and let my body kind of come back to baseline because maybe it's all over the place. So,
Exactly.
so I'm assuming that with it being an Ayurvedic cleanse, there's something about my specific like body temperament that will be a part of the cleanse formula. But also, is there more? You were talking to me about how Ayurvedic cleanses can be really personal. Um, can you share a little bit about like what to expect in not just cleansing, but having an Ayurvedic cleanse in terms of like, I guess like what would be the motivator to do it?
I feel like with Ayurveda, you up level your self care to a degree that I've never experienced any other modality. And it is self-care in the way of supporting your body, your heart, and your mind. It's not about taking a tub bath every so often, which is lovely, but it is what we would call in yoga, it's about cleansing your koshas. So we start with supporting the physical body, and then we support the breath body, the mind body, the wisdom body, the bliss body. um, you're learning how to care for all those layers of yourself. And the modern version of cleansing is too intense, and it sends people into a stress response. Even these challenges that people come up with, just that word sends your system
Yeah.
into a stress response, and you're setting yourself up for failure. And there's no time and space to really explore, okay, what is my inner wisdom telling me that I need to do? And Ayurveda, I think what's different from what I've experienced from Ayurvedic doctors to what I do is ultimately you can't get self-care out of a book. You
Mm,
can't have someone else dictate what your dosha, what your body type needs, because your dosha, your body type is unique to your DNA.
yeah.
And you know better than anyone what you need.
So what is it about
And
oh, sorry.
yeah, so that is important to me, to give you the tools to drop in and really listen to what you need right now, what feels good for your nervous system right now. That's why the first week is just about designing your cleanse, prepping and planning, tapping into your intuition. We do not start cleansing the first week. We take our time to step in and take a look at, well, maybe right now I just need to get rid of the caffeine
Yeah.
and do an oil massage every day. Maybe right now all I need to do is to, you know, stop drinking alcohol. Or maybe you do need a whole foods diet. Um, it's unique to every single person, but within that, there's still a resonance to what these other people in this group are seeking. There's still a resonance enough where the support piece is there from other human beings to help us regulate. We
Yeah.
get, yeah, we get, you
You
know,
answered my question, which was going to be like, what is it about it that takes that pressure off, that makes it not about a challenge that you might drop out of? And I think that's exactly why it's kind of a pressure-free piece, because it's really saying, all right, starting today, what is my body? What's my higher wisdom? Like, what's my intuitive self saying I need to do?
yeah.
And I often joke that on my tombstone, it's gonna say still working on my schedule, like still working on my daily
Yeah.
routine, because that's, I mean, I look back at over the 40 years that I've been on this planet, and I'm like, that is my constant, is what do I do every day to take care of
Mm-hmm.
myself? And the most consistent routine I've been able to come up with is every day starts with waking up, breathing in, and asking, what do I want to do today for my
Mm-hmm.
home, for my health, for my heart? And in that way, I'm consistently inconsistent, but in a way that is true to listening to my higher wisdom. And it sounds like the Ayurvedic cleanse, at minimum, will establish that just conversation of self-inquiry.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
Yeah.
about it?
Yeah. It starts with self-inquiry and holding space for what your nervous system needs to do to feel good. It's baby steps. I think it's really important to start the process in baby steps, not do what I did and just try to dive
Yeah.
straight into a juice fast even though, yeah, yeah.
Okay, but
And
let's just say a person is like, no, I am like, my skin's not like something's not right. And they want to go all in. They could, right? They could go all in and do it.
yes,
And what would some of their expected results be with a true like Ayurvedic whole body reset cleanse? If they were not just going to do the baby steps, but take on the whole ladder of
hmm
cleansing through the koshas in a container of small group community, how would they expect to feel at the end of it?
at the end of it, more connected to their body, lighter, smoother in their digestion. It can absolutely help with allergies, is a big thing that it helps with. Digestion is another big one.
So if you're pooping
Um,
weird,
right, exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. If you're not having easy elimination twice a day, then yes. Um, that is absolutely part of it. But it helps with the chatter of the mind, with getting the mind body in a more connected place. But the big ones I feel like people come to are to kickstart weight loss, to help with allergies, and to get better digestion. And then the other things of just feeling more connected in mind, body, and heart, clear about your intentions, clear about your path in life. Those are other benefits that come along with it as well.
All right. So because I feel like I could talk to you about this all day, but we both have so much to do. I am wondering if you have a heartfelt message to not only the individuals who have already signed up for the cleanse, but to people who are considering it. What would you say to them about, their life and this time and, what you are hopeful for them?
If there's any part of you that knows you need this, just do it. It's never going to feel like a good time to cleanse. It's never going to feel like a good time in your life. It's not about motivation. It's not about having perfect time, space.
Discipline.
It's not about discipline, not about motivation. It's just about starting it and listening to that deeper intuition of, I know I need this, drop in and do it. And this is to give you the tools to help you do, you know, um,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, to help you sort of deal with those reasons of why you feel like you can't.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Yeah.
like, and at the end of the day, remembering that when your mind is more quiet, when you're, and this is just what I'm hearing, like when your mind is more quiet, when your body feels smoother, like it's running well, when your energy levels, are regulated and you're kind of growing in that awareness, like you do have more energy for your family. You do have more bandwidth for your creative projects. You do have more patience for your partner. Like you do have more like gusto for this one life that you've been given. And I think that, to know that, there are so many ways into that process, a cleanse, a yoga practice, having a meditation practice, starting to walk like there are all sorts of ways that you can start that practice of creating the life that you want to live. Um, and I really appreciate knowing that like an Ayurvedic cleanse though is like outside in, outer kosha, the coarse physical body, and then working through the koshas to reset and cleanse. Um, it's like it really does bring all of the different entry points into like one container. I don't know if that makes sense, but
Mhm.
like that's kind of what I'm hearing is like you could do piece by piece by looking at Ayurveda, you're kind of looking at the whole of your human experience and saying, all right, where am I through all of my life right now in a way. But anyway,
No, that's a beautiful way to put it. And you remind you, and more energy is a big reason people come into cleansing as well. I forgot to mention that piece, but
fog,
that's a big piece too. Yeah.
brain fog.
Um,
Well, I do think again, I would chat with you forever about this. I think we should have a game sometime where I sit in front of my bookshelf and you sit in front of yours, and we compare favorites and see which ones we have that are the similar. I see you have Awakening Shakti on there. Um, and actually, I think this week marks a big festival for Shakti. Um, so anyway, we're probably going to do something in the studio for that. But um, thank you, Glenna, and thanks for leading this group. And I'll put details in what I'm sending out. That way, this can kind of be timeless.
yeah.
Um, but if you guys are interested, it starts at the date that you'll see. Um, yeah. Have a great
And
day.
we will
Yeah.
be recording the sessions too. There's one woman that knew she needed to do the cleanse but was traveling, and she's still going to do it, and I'm so excited and happy she's part of it. But we are going to record the sessions because nobody's I don't expect everybody to be able to make every session, so they will be recorded. Yeah.
All
All right.
right.
Thank
Bye.
you.
See you.
Bye. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.